what still has to happen is to bring more proof points that the market is really embracing those innovations. So we need more early adopters.
So if we're sitting here again in Miami next year, what would success mean for the ITFA FinTech community? What would that look like in a year's time?
I'm really surprised how open the community is to commodities.
My name's Carter Hoppin. I'm Deputy Editor at Treasury Payments. Really pleased to be joined today by André Casterman from ITFA and Casterman Advisory. André, thank you so much for being here. I want to start things off, just a quick introduction. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
André Casterman, independent consultant in the global trade space since decades. Before that, I spent 24 years at Swift, focusing on digital innovations in payments, trade, and securities.
So, André, we've been talking about the digitization of trade for quite some time. I know you mentioned you've been in the space for around 10 years. We've been talking about it for at least that long, probably quite a bit longer. What actually needs to happen in order for digitization to finally take hold?
So if you would ask me 10 years ago, I would say lots has to happen. And indeed now we can see that lots has happened because as a community, we've learned from our mistakes. And we have also engaged regulators to do the appropriate legal upgrade of national laws, for instance, to enable digital trade, in particular with negotiable instruments. So what still has to happen is to bring more proof points that the market is really embracing those innovations. So we need more early adopters. We have delivered early adopters across digital negotiable instruments, securitization, and AI and compliance. And we're going to continue to deliver more and more early adopters across multiple use cases, such as now all the whole tokenization, use of stable coins. But we need more early adopters. I'm confident talking, it has been the conference season, spring, and talking to various banks, including in France, which is already on MLETR, I'm confident that we're going to be able to deliver more early adopters, testimonials to the market in 2026.
Thanks, André. So if we're sitting here again in Miami next year, what would success mean for the ITFA FinTech community? What would that look like in a year's time?
In addition to bringing early adopter banks, I'd like more and more partnerships between non-bank lenders and capital markets. Because this is where the liquidity will come from over time. More capital markets liquidity, supporting banks in some cases, but definitely supporting those who need it, more than credit insurance even. These are the B2B traders, the non-bank lenders. They need partners from the banking side, which offer the cheapest liquidity. But when this is not available for whatever reason, then it has to come from capital markets. So in addition to the classic digital trade adoption by banks, I'm focusing a lot on the non-bank space and the capital market space. So we talk about non-banks at origination level, non-bank at distribution level, and making sure we can serve more open account flows, aiming at financing SMEs. So that's really the growth area that I'm focusing on.
Thanks, André. So what's been your key takeaway from the event so far?
So you won't believe it, but it's the first time I'm attending the ITFA Americas conference since I joined the board in 2017. And I'm really surprised how open the community is to commodities. Whereas in Europe, commodities has been indeed a no-go for some banks, for good reasons, given fraud cases and other issues, and regulatory also trends on the ESG side, for instance. So I think we have to rethink the approach in Europe and really look deeper into what the American market is doing and how positive they are about all of those developments, both on commodities, on defense, on tech infrastructure. There is no negative approach in the US as I see in Europe. So that's a big takeaway for me. Also, the second one, which I shared with the audience today, is all around the Clarity Act, which we hope the US administration will finalize by end of June, because that will also enable more and more tokenization use cases to be deployed beyond stablecoins. So these are two major takeaways for me from my trip to the US.
So, André, if you had one word to describe the state of the industry right now, what would that be?
One word describing the state of the industry, I would say fruit aware.
Hyphenated. I like it.
Yeah.
Amazing. André, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.